And finally, what are the real consequences to cheating? The consequences at school, and I've gone over these in the past 2 videos, so you can watch those. The consequences at school are totally artificial. A 0, a conference, getting kicked out. Those are all artificial consequences, but the real consequences are much, much worse than the artificial ones. The first real consequence is you don't know anything. If you're cheating in math, for example, then you don't know anything. And so if you learn one concept, or if you don't learn one concept, and the next concept builds on that concept, then you have to start all over from the very beginning. Same thing in English. If you're reading Hamlet in English, for example, and you cheat on everything in Act 1, when you get to Act 2, you're not going to have any idea what's going on. And then that gets to Part B, where you really can't go back and learn. Like let's talk about why students cheat. Nobody cheats because they're a bad person. Nobody cheats because they're just generally dishonest. Nobody cheats because that is the way that they feel like they're going to just make it in the world. People cheat because they're desperate. They run out of time. They procrastinate. They don't want to get zeros for attendance or zeros. Yeah, they don't want to get absences and get in trouble at home because you can hold out a bad grade for a few weeks. You can't hold out attendance because it gets reported every single week. So it buys you a couple of weeks, which in teenager time is an eternity. So that's why people do it. But if you were strapped that much for time and you have that poor of a work ethic to begin with, you really aren't going to be able to go back and learn the stuff. And then you have to cheat even more to succeed. And when I say succeed, I mean get by that week. You're going to have to cheat even more. Because if you didn't learn the stuff and you don't know the stuff, then the only way it's going to get done is through dishonesty, not through hard work and really applying yourself and learning the stuff. So it builds on itself. And then finally, if this goes on long enough, you're not going to be able to do well ever because you've lost so much knowledge and time. Think about it. If you successfully cheated your way through an entire semester, that is an entire semester's worth of knowledge that you're supposed to have that you don't have. And what's scarier than getting a few absences or any of that is really losing time and not knowing anything. So those are the real consequences to cheating. I hope you've enjoyed this video series. The bottom line is I hope you realize is to just not cheat. If you get behind, let your teachers know. If you have problems getting all your work done, let your teachers know. If you communicate with your teacher instead of trying to fool them, you will get much further in life than if you try to fool them. And we will catch you. We always catch you. Have a great one.